Hey, what's up, guys? So if you've been watching our content, something you should know is that we optimize for YouTube and then basically break everything down from there. So some of you have MacBooks and you're probably wondering how we easily pull the audio from the video. Especially like for us, we're managing like other people's video as well and audio and all that. So how do I do it easily? So first and foremost, the platform that we're using right now for our podcast is called Simplecast. I think it's pretty cheap. I think we pay like $10 a month or something like that per user, or $15. There you go, $15 a month. If you come here to sign in, you'll see that we're currently managing both my podcast, which, I mean, it's not that big yet, but has like 154 all-time downloads, and Brendan's podcast right here, which his podcast is barely, he has a bunch of episodes on YouTube, but nothing here yet. So I told him, he's my buddy, business partner, all that. So I told him, okay, I'll just like help you get everything uploaded. So, yeah, so basically, like, there's videos that his guy sent me. So, for example,
building an agency, a team, especially when
you guys can hear it on this recording. But anyways, what I actually do with these, when you have a MacBook, how I like to rip the audio, and also because you have to edit the audio too and put the podcast intro on too, right? So what I like to do is I like to come to Garageband, and I like to start a new project. So I'm just going to come here to new, just open up an empty project, hit create, and then I actually take that video. Okay, so here you can see how I hack my brain to stay motivated all the time. I just like to drag it here, and then it's now it's inside of Garageband. And what you do is you hit share, export song to disk. I usually just export as a WAV file, and in this case I had already done it, but literally I just do this, hit export, and then it exports it into the Garageband file. So you can see here,
building an agency, a team, to be kind to yourself.
Already did it a few minutes ago. So then from there, this file to me is kind of useless. I can't just put the outro here. I can't figure out like how to unlock this, the video from the audio here. I don't know why it's like that. But not to worry. All I do really is just create a new project again. Go to empty project, create, and then I go grab that file here. Where'd it go? Inside of music, GarageBand, how I hacked. Okay. Put it here. And now we have that. I'm going to take off this metronome and count in, which, by the way, if you don't take this off,
agency, a team,
that's going to end up hopping into your video, and we don't want that. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for that partners intro. Here we go, partners podcast intro. Just going to put this at the beginning, which some of you may or may not have heard this. And again, I know that you probably can't hear it on this Loom video, but let's just do this.
success. Building an agency, a team that is relying on you, it can get stressful, and a lot of people gravitate towards to a higher standard. And when I am not motivated, there's nothing we can't overcome.
Perfect. Okay. So that's basically the audio for the podcast episode, right? So we like to do two different types of podcast episodes. We like to do like the really long ones and then some short ones, right, that are pretty easy to digest. This one right here is only like 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So we're going to take this. We are going to share it. And I think he already had come up with the title. It's How I Hacked My Brain to Stay Motivated All the Time. Okay. So how I hacked my brain to stay motivated all the time. All right. So then from here, I'm just going to go ahead and export that. And while that's exporting, I'm going to come back here to Simplecast. I'll probably say how I hacked my brain to stay motivated all the time. Right? Okay, so from there, I'm just going to grab this file real quick. So, whoops, not that file. It's in the music. Should already be exported. Perfect. That's exactly how I want it. I'm going to hit open here. Now, in this case, he has a copywriter who he's going to have do episode summaries. Let's see here. So episode contributors, in this case, it's just going to be Brendan Shu. Search keywords. I'll probably type in here like entrepreneurship, which I always mess up the word entrepreneur. Just want to make sure I got it right. Entrepreneurship. Okay. I always mess up the spelling of this, so yep, I did. Okay. Small business. I could write it like 1,000 times. I still mess it up. So what are the keywords, right, for this episode? And depending on the keywords for your episode, you're just going to type them there. But yeah, so it's gonna finish uploading, and let's see here. So Brendan Shu. Here we go. That's really all you got to do. And then once this audio is finished uploading, you're just going to save the draft and then schedule it for the date that you want. And boom, that's how you take a video, pull the audio, add your podcast intro, and upload it to your podcast platform if you have a MacBook. Later, guys.